better now. Sorry. I was doing a bit before we started.
Welcome to the PhazeCast, episode 36. Now old enough to drink at Starbucks.
I hate this bit.
Did you know that Christopher Walken is 79?
Really?
I did
Fuck.
not.
You know what? He's always been that old to me.
I know, that's...
he looks like generically old.
Yeah.
I would say. I don't like good old, like good generically old. But other than that, you know.
I think that's a thing that happens to many people, though. That you hit like a certain age, and then, because like my grandma looked the same in the 80s as she did like 5 years ago before she died. Anyway.
Oh.
There was like a 30-year span, though, where she looked exactly the same. I feel like that's what's happening to Christopher Walken. I've been watching Severance on Apple TV because I I got a free trial and then I forgot to cancel it. And Christopher Walken has a relationship with John Turturro in that show, which I love. The guy from Big Lebowski. Anyway, I was like, he's been around for a long fucking time. He's old as balls, and he is. He's very old
as balls. Yeah, he is.
He also.
I love him in Hairspray.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Balls of
his.
Fury.
Nah, favorite role. Well, that's a close second though. He's so good in Balls of Fury. God damn, I love him.
You know what? Wait, so Hairspray he's in?
Yeah.
What does he do in Hairspray?
He's the dad. He's the dad in Hairspray who runs a toy shop, right? And who gets like, he does a weird dance, and his wife is John Travolta, a fat John Travolta.
That's right. Okay.
It's so good. They have a song together. It's so great. It's lovely.
Did you know also?
Did I know also
that Christopher Walken was like a professional dancer?
Yes, I did know that. He can dance like a motherfucker.
I didn't know.
He did, there's that one music video where he was just dancing around the entire empty mall. I forget which one that was.
It's Fatboy Slim. It's excellent. And that's why I thought, I think like my fiance's mom brought that up. She was like, oh yeah, Christopher Walken is a professional dancer. I was like, what? That makes sense because of that music video. I thought that was just a fluke. But he dances in Hairspray?
Oh yeah. Little something, not crazy. But enough to be like, oh yeah. Fuck yeah. I love me some Christopher Walken.
He also watched Natalie Wood die on a boat. If he didn't kill her, he at least watched it happen and didn't do anything.
Wow.
Listen,
well,
we've got news today, Joe.
We do have some news. Speaking of like weird shit about weird actors, Clerks 3 started filming and is planning to come out next year. I like Clerks, and the little poster that we have has,
there's a poster?
Yeah, there's a poster. It's got the original cast on there. It's got fuck, I forgot the two Clerks' name, but the two Clerks the two Clerks, it's got Jay and Silent Bob. It's got the old like quick store they used to run. It's got the creepy kid whose girlfriend had a pussy goblin. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say pussy goblin.
Okay. No, Pillow Pants.
Yeah, Pillow Pants.
Yeah, that guy's back. He's a character.
He was at a con recently with the whole cast. Yeah, there he is. Oh my
he's
God.
there. Apparently, he's gonna have like a brother. There's like a young kid character now who, that's just gonna be fucked. It's gonna be fun. But yeah.
Rosario Dawson is back. There's
something... Is she? I didn't see her in the not cast list. I didn't look at the cast list in the poster.
Yeah, she's there.
In the poster.
She's there standing next to them in this promotional image with the Pillow Pants guy and Dante and Randall. Something about Rosario Dawson in the second Clerks, man. She's pretty hot in that movie.
Yeah, oh fuck. I mean something about Rosario Dawson. I don't know what you mean by like Rosario Dawson's hot.
Is she still dating Cory Booker?
I don't fucking know. I don't know their sex lives. I just like them as the characters they portray.
She could do better. Anyway, I saw that the synopsis of the movie is that I think it's Randall that has a heart attack, and then they.
I didn't look at the synopsis. I just saw the trailer.
So,
fucking someone gets a heart attack.
Wait, there's a trailer?
No, sorry.
You saw the poster, yeah.
I saw a poster.
I was gonna say, no. The synopsis is that Randall has a heart attack, and then asks everybody to help him make a movie to commemorate his life, because he has like a midlife crisis. Basically, it's what happened to Kevin Smith, where he had that heart attack and then lost a bunch of weight.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Smith is a real guy who can only write about what happens to him.
That's true.
It's true. It's true for many writers, and I think even when you do things that are different from your life, you bring some elements into it. But with him especially, it's like very clear.
Yeah. Kevin Smith, and like all of his best shit is like stuff he's just taken from his life. We all know that. Although Dogma, I don't know.
I was gonna just say
Dogma. What does that say about Dogma? Hold on. What happened in Dogma?
Like,
Loki? Are you real?
Dogma is also taken from his life that time that he fought that shit monster in real life, and
where he fucking traveled with the next coming of Jesus Christ's mom. Right.
I have not seen that movie in a long time, so I hesitate to say that I love that movie because it's been years, but that movie's great. I guess
still good. No, it holds up.
I gotta watch it. Especially, it's just like, it's such a unique, within his filmography, even. It's such a unique...
will say this about Kevin Smith. I don't ever want him to write for Batman ever again.
What did he do for Batman?
He made Batman shit his pants.
Like, literally?
Yeah.
I could see him doing that.
I'm just like, why? Why would you?
I like imagine
you goddamn clod.
Imagine the pitch meeting. He goes to DC.
There's no pitch meeting. He's just like, hey, you get to write. Like, all right.
But guess what's gonna happen?
You know that one scene that was really good in Batman Year One that everyone loves and talks about? I'm gonna make it so he shit his pants during it.
What? So does he? Is it because he can't find a bathroom? Is it because he's sick?
No, so like he in the comic, he fucking is like, there's all of Gotham's elite being like, we're Gotham's elite, we're running the shit, we have money and we're evil, and then Batman shows up with an explosion and does a really cool speech and like snuffs out all the light before disappearing. He in Kevin Smith's comic, he is talking to a random person about that moment. And how he's like, I completely misjudged the explosives. When they went off behind me, I freaked out and shat my pants. And I'm just like, why the fuck would Batman say that to anybody?
Because it's Kevin Smith, dude.
So I hate that.
He's like, you know what's really funny? Poop.
Yeah, but like,
it's this whole fucking thing. Did you know that my fiance Eiffel Towered Jason Mewes?
The only Eiffel Towering I know that's canon on this podcast is me and Pepe going to town on your niece. So.
No, she.
Oh, you know what? That's a good segue. Hold on. Hello, everybody,
How is that a good segue?
Welcome to my bit, where I talk about all the Muppets I would like to fuck. I would smash these Muppets. These are the Muppets I would smash.
All right, who is it this week?
Smash. Go ahead and put Constantine up here.
Who the fuck is Constantine?
Constantine.
Okay, well, there he is, but I'm going to look him up separately. I don't remember
There he is. Look at him. He's so different and so unique, Constantine is. He's also
you're talking about the one from Muppets Most Wanted?
Yeah, Constantine.
The evil Kermit?
Kermit with a mole? Yeah. I smashed Constantine.
What about Kermit?
He's like Kermit, but a bad boy, and he's got a birthmark.
You know what? Muppets Most Wanted is better than most people give it credit for.
Listen, the reason why I don't know if I'd smash or past Kermit is because during I don't want to deal with I can't do that. No.
Maybe Constantine wouldn't do that.
Nah, he wouldn't do that. He's too cool.
Yeah, he would hate that.
Yeah, nah. So I'd smash Constantine and I don't know about Kermit yet.
Well, think on it. Maybe next week we'll get back to Kermit. So
listen, if I do smash Kermit, Miss Piggy either has to be involved or I don't want to deal with her bullshit afterwards.
Okay.
I just don't want to.
3-way with Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying you would Eiffel Tower Constantine
What?
with Miss Piggy?
I don't think that's what I said at all. At all, actually. I think I said...
Well, you said, speaking of Eiffel Tower... Oh, well, I guess then you went into Pepe. It wasn't really...
That just led into me...
It wasn't really the Eiffel Tower, it was Pepe.
No.
And the fact that you would Eiffel Tower many people with Pepe.
Yeah, me and Pepe gotta... We're bros. Ferda.
Anyway, to get back to my point, that my fiance met Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, and that's the picture they have together. Jason Mewes is in the middle, and Kevin Smith and her are on either side, clothed, unfortunately. But
okay, gotcha. Okay, nice.
What's your favorite Kevin Smith movie, Joe?
My favorite Kevin Smith movie?
Yeah.
Chasing Amy. No, it's not Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy's alright. It didn't really age that great.
I did not like Chasing Amy, actually. It's very real, don't get me wrong, but I didn't find it quite enjoyable. I just did the joke to like do the whole smoking and then saying Chasing Amy as an inside Chasing Amy joke.
Whoa, Chasing Amy, inside Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See this man? He just says random bullshit, like, and we're supposed to think it means something. Fuck this dude. Yeah, that was the best part of that whole movie, was just the Jay and Silent Bob bit. Oh no, Red Yoshi is on. He's playing Cuphead. I did not turn off Steam.
Who's playing Cuphead?
One of my friends is playing Cuphead on Steam, and it
I
just
still
showed
haven't
up at the
played
bottom
Cuphead.
right corner. The final DLC is here, the Delicious Last Course.
I need to play Cuphead.
Get it? Delicious Last Course?
I watched the show on Netflix a little bit. It's pretty bad.
See?
Delicious Last Course. I get it. That's stupid. Wait, what's your favorite Kevin Smith movie, dude? Or what's your least favorite Kevin Smith movie? Maybe a more interesting
Chasing
question.
Amy.
Chasing Amy is your least favorite? He made Yoga Hosers, dude. Are you kidding? That's a movie about teenage hockey. I haven't seen it.
That was more interesting.
I haven't seen it. I think probably Tusk also is not that great.
Yeah, but it's still better than Chasing Amy.
Really?
Here's the thing.
What about Jersey Girl, dude? That movie sucks.
Dude, like, I don't give a shit about a dude. It's like when people are like, oh, did you watch 300 Days of Summer? It's so good. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was just a dude not getting over a girl for 300 days.
It was actually 500 days, and let me tell you...
500. See, that's even longer. Who wants that?
500 Days of Summer, I would agree with you to some degree. 500 Days of Summer is a dangerous movie. Because if you do not...
dangerous movie.
Well, because if you do not interpret that movie correctly, then it sort of becomes a bad message.
How are you to interpret it?
Well, I think that the way that movie is intended, you see this guy, like, bothering this girl over and over again, and he's pushy. She's like, I don't want a relationship. He's like, well, I do. And she's like, okay, but I don't. And then, but you can hang around if you want. And he does. And he sort of in his own head creates this scenario where this girl is more into him than she is. And then when she decides that it's not worth her time, he gets all heartbroken about it. And it ends with her getting married to somebody else. And he's like, how come you did that? And she's like, well, but I just didn't, you know, sometimes that's how it is.
It was very much, it's you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, it was like, no, it's just, I just didn't want to marry you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, she just was not into it.
She was into it, she just wasn't as into it as he was.
Right.
I think that's a very important thing to point out.
And so I think that there's a
otherwise the movie is like, oh, he was just pushy and forcing her into a relationship. No, that wasn't what the movie was.
No, she's like cool with him hanging around and like likes his company,
like they
whatever.
they were definitely fucking and doing stuff.
Yeah.
They just didn't put a label on it.
Yeah, and she didn't.
So you should, like, to make it so that the guy is the villain in that movie is also a bad road.
Well, it's not necessarily that he's a villain. It's just about how you can sort of trick yourself into thinking that something's going on that isn't, just in general. And that's what he does in that movie.
Yeah, I think it definitely involves a lot of the delusion of like, oh, I'm going to go to, like, that party scene, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go to the party, and this is what it's going to be like, but then it's not like that. It's this instead, and that's that whole, like, oh, I hyped this up whole up in my head, and I feel like we all do that, where we hype up, like, what something is going to go and how it's going to be, then reality hits.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I guess my point in that it's a little bit dangerous is, like, that's not her fault. And there are some people who take away from that movie that it is her fault, I think. And that's where...
You think? Yeah.
I mean, I would say, yeah, that I have seen that happen. And that's not the right takeaway from that movie. But it's a really, really excellent sort of portrayal of that situation. I like that movie a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Tell me you're sad without telling me you're sad. Fuck it.
It's not necessarily a sad movie.
It is absolutely a sad movie. Is it a happy movie?
Well, it's not really. I mean, it's a bit of a comedy. It makes me laugh at times.
It's just because it's got comedic moments doesn't make it a comedy. Hold on. That's a distinction I think.
I mean, it's not played like as a comedy.
It's not Beverly Hill Ninja, all right?
No.
It's not Chris Farley.
No.
You crazy man.
But it does make me laugh. I'll tell you, because I've got the kind of movies where, like, if you come into my house and I'm watching them.
Bro, I know. I've come into your house when you've been watching, like, fucking, what was that French torture porn movie?
That's not like a depression movie.
It's a torture porn movie, bro. I walk in there and the whole point is like, we're gonna torture them to the point of death so they can tell us what heaven's like, and then I'm gonna kill myself when she tells me and not tell everybody else. And I'm like, what was the point of this movie? What the fuck did we walk into?
That description.
What is the point of this movie?
That description does clarify which French torture porn movie you're talking about. So thank you, because let me tell you, there are some fucked up French movies. Martyrs is one of them. You're talking about Martyrs.
It's the stupidest thing I ever walked in on, and I was like, hey, we're hanging out tonight. Fuck yeah. Let's go hang out with everybody. I get there, and that's the movie we're watching, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? This is the hangout? This is the Friday night?
That is not a movie that I watch when I am depressed. I think I only watched it that one time, too. That's not the kind of thing that you can, like, watch multiple times.
We had, like, 7 people with us, and we were like, yeah, okay.
It's what we were into at the time.
We?
French torture porn.
I was invited to this, and me and Robbie were like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, well, that's different.
Is it?
Well,
is it different?
Well, just in general, we do have friends that are more into it than others.
Also, didn't you tell me you loved Donnie Darko?
I love Donnie Darko, dude.
You sad little fuck.
I love Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko's great.
No, it's not. I don't think so.
You haven't seen it? Yeah, watch it.
I haven't, but like...
Just give it a chance, man. When...
Dude, I listen to emo pop punk on the daily, but I'm not nearly this sad.
I feel like that's a different kind of sad.
That's real sad.
That's like...
Listen, Eric, I just can't make it on my own.
Yeah, that's the kind of sad that is.
Because my heart's in Ohio.
I gotta leave this town.
Fair.
You know?
I mean... you're running up that hill.
That's not emo pop punk. That's Kate Bush.
Yeah, it is. You tell me that's not emo pop punk? Listen to the lyrics. Put a rock guitar in there.
That's okay.
Change that, dude. Drumming.
Oh no, it's inevitable.
And I bet. Yeah, it's already on there. I've got like 3 different versions on my phone I listen to. It's fucking great.
Emo pop punk? You know how like they do like
emo pop punk covers are great.
Punk goes Kate Bush.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
It's already happened. There's a metal version and there's a... Yeah. You haven't seen that dude on TikTok who, like, has, like, giant, like fucking wig and he's like a fucking monster and he's just singing on top of a picnic bench? He's great.
You ever seen The Crow?
Yeah.
All right.
It's that guy. Listen, Sting is The Crow. Listen, I like The Crow. But that is also just revenge porn.
I was just thinking, well, yeah, but I was just thinking that there's that scene in The Crow where he's playing guitar in the rain on that roof.
Yeah.
fucking love that scene.
Yeah, because you're a...
What?
There's nothing wrong with it.
That sentence.
You're sad! I said it like 5 times. No, dude, it's fine. Like, I like the dark shit, too. I very much love the dark shit. I just also need more than just the dark shit to make a complete product. My favorite way to experience dark sad is when it's out of nowhere. Like in Scrubs. A comedy show that hits you out of nowhere with dark shit hard and fast. And you question your life. And clouds are covering my lighting as I say this to make it seem that I am extra dark now, too.
You like turn the light down.
Hell yeah!
Let me tell you about Scrubs.
Let me tell you about Scrubs.
Scrubs handles that well, though. I think we've talked about that.
What do you think you are right now? Yeah, I'll always praise Scrubs.
I think that saying that comes out of nowhere is a discredit to how well Scrubs handles that shit.
Well, no, because it's a comedy show. It's a comedy sitcom.
Yeah.
That will, and they do it out of nowhere. Specifically, the one thing I'm remembering is a whole episode.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser. We think he's alive the entire time, and then it's literally JD going like, "Where do you think you are right now?" And then, bam, we're at his funeral. Spoiler alert for Scrubs. Bam, we're at this character's funeral out of nowhere. We thought he was fine. Dr. Cox was weird the whole episode, and then it's just immediately after. The next episode is Dr. Cox being a drunken mess for a whole episode.
We're going to get so many complaints of people who are like, I can't believe you spoiled the new episode of Scrubs.
The new episode of Scrubs from season 2 or 3.
I can't believe.
Out of the 9 seasons. I don't know if I want to count the reboot season.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Stranger Things, Joe?
We didn't watch Stranger Things, either of us did, even though we should. He's trying to bring it up. I am very excited to watch Metal fight Vecna. I think as a D&D and a metalhead, fucking here we go. This is it. Sorry.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of reactions to it that are not as great as they were the first time around. So I feel like that has validated me never watching Stranger Things the way that I always do.
I think I saw the opposite, where people are praising the show, getting super excited, and how this is just a giant Empire Strikes Back season.
I did see Straw Hat Goofy say that,
Yeah, they lost, apparently, and I fucking want to see it. Why bring it up to say you don't want to watch it? What are you? You stupid...
I don't know, man. I watched the first season of Stranger Things. It was fun.
Listen, it was good. Second season was good. I need to watch the third season. I got halfway through it, and then I was in a weird place in my life. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah. Listen, I was in Chicago for a bit. Let's not talk about it.
Oh, for the restaurant?
No, this is not. No, this was a completely separate thing. It had nothing to do with the restaurant. It had only something to do with my personal life.
Oh, that's all right.
And then...
well, Jesus Christ.
Who's
sad now, Joe?
We have to... Hey, here's the thing. I don't advertise I'm sad. I'm secret sad.
It's my whole brand.
Yeah, you're advertised sadness. I'm secret sadness who calls it out.
What is your favorite Kevin Smith movie?
Oh, fuck. I want to say Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just because it's got Mark Hamill in it, he's doing the Joker voice. And
he's the bad guy in the movie that they're doing. Yeah. That's right.
And that itself alone makes me love that movie. But honestly, dude, Dogma's good.
Yeah, Dogma is good.
Dogma's good. Dogma, and I like Clerks 2 over Clerks 1. I know that makes me weird. Yeah.
I think they're both good, but I would say Clerks is my favorite overall.
Clerks is almost not relatable enough.
Huh? What?
Yeah. The whole girlfriend sucking 37 dicks thing is funny, but would you like to making fuck Berserker? Funny. But Clerks 2, I guess just because I was in the restaurant industry for so long. Clerks 2, having people have to deal with weird shit in a restaurant, that young kid who's kind of not completely okay because he was raised weird, and then you slowly find that out. Like, that's real. That shit's real. Relationships with coworkers and like that's all like real shit.
That's fair.
Like, I get. Also, the whole like, yo, don't be with someone just because they're good for you. Like, who you like and who you love and care about is also important. Always a good message. Also, there's a donkey show in that fucking movie, and that's hilarious to me.
That scene too, where like I think it's Randall that gets Mr. Pillow Pants explained to him, and the music gets all dark.
And the music gets all creepy and weird. He's like, oh yeah, right.
That is funny. That's a good movie.
Super good. Super
good. Tusk is not good though.
Yeah. Well, it's his attempt at a horror movie, right?
I guess.
It's Tusk horror?
It's like a parody of Human Centipede, which, did you watch Human Centipede with us? I think we watched that around the same time that we watched Martyrs.
Yeah, you guys did this whole thing where you were into just weird movies. I had watched Human Centipede separately from you guys. And, God, that was a whole thing, wasn't it? The Human Centipede era.
Yeah, there were 3 of them.
Yeah, there was 3?
There were 3 of them.
I knew there were 2. I didn't know they made a 3rd.
I never saw the 3rd one, but I think it's like somebody goes and they take an entire prison and turn them into a centipede. Like, they stitch together everybody in the prison.
No. See, no, that's not... no. Just no. Just no.
It's not...
Listen.
It's not anything. You know, is the thing.
Like, what's the point? Is it scary? Is it like,
that's what I mean. It just isn't anything.
I'm not saying the story has to have, like, a good point, but a story should have some point. Even if it's just to, like, oh, it's a scary movie about this. I'm like, cool, it has a point.
No,
the point is, this movie is that you're just tying people up for shock value. I don't think that's good enough for me to watch.
But I think that even beyond that, the shock value at that point is gone. Because
it's gone. You did it 2 times before.
Yeah,
right?
The first Human Centipede is like, okay, there's nothing to that except for shock value, but like, okay, I guess that's what it is. They did it 3 times. Yeah. They did it 3 times. Yeah. It is completely the piss is taken out of it.
We have to talk about Miss Marvel, don't we?
Oh yeah, I really liked the most recent episode. I liked the part where
where did it take place, Eric?
I liked the part where she said it's Marvin time, and then she
where did it take place?
Where did it take place? It took place at a wedding, and everybody danced. It took place in Hulk's basement.
Was it in America?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh no, it wasn't.
No, it was not.
I didn't watch it this week, Joe.
You fucking piece of shit.
I didn't watch it.
Goddamn trash.
How was it?
There was cool fight scenes. I'm pretty sure time travel stuff happened at the end. And it introduced even another third boy for her to like.
What?
Yeah.
A triangle? Wait, no, that's not a triangle. That's a
square.
Yeah. Whoa! Yeah. I love square.
Third boy is pretty cool. Because third boy already fought with her. And, spoiler alert, third boy killed 2 of the clandestine. 2 of the Jinn. He daggers.
Oh, I think that she should probably date him then.
I don't know. Well, now she's back in time during a very, very fucking sad time. And I was like, oh, we're doing this. Cool. I mean, I didn't know if you were going to shy away from it or not. You normally don't. But it's cool to see Disney doing this.
What is it? Where is she? Where'd she go?
I don't know if I want to say that.
Don't spoil it for me? Or
yeah.
Is it? All right, fine.
Uh-huh. Involves the train that's been in every single episode since then.
Train? Choo-choo?
Yeah. The train.
But what I want to know more about is what happened to the other guy?
What other guy?
The new guy who she had a crush on.
He didn't go back in time with her.
Okay.
Like it happened in the middle of a fight. They're in the middle of a fight, and mom villain grabs the bangle, and then they see the train vision happen again, and this time Kamala goes in there, and now she's back during the partition.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude, they did a whole thing where they showed like the trains and a bunch of people just piling on them and like, I can't go, I'm too old. Here's money. Do your best over there, like shit like that. And I'm like, oh, we're showing this.
That's
okay.
cool.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, this is the penultimate episode. You know, like it's gotta be good.
Oh, is it already over?
Well, the penultimate.
I know, but like that's it. Next week.
Yeah, I believe so because there's only 6 episodes. What episode was that?
No, I think that was 4. That was 4.
Oh, no, that was 4. Okay,
yeah,
so this next one is the penultimate.
Okay.
If this is the next one is the penultimate, then this one was a really good episode just to have.
Okay, cool.
Definitely, I love that they do this focus on family and then action, it's apparently really good for Kamala's character because all of her powers have only grown stronger through finding out who she is as a person. So all these connections and roots that they're doing is super good to have for the character itself, but it's also just really amazing to see such representation. And fuck, I did not like this is on me, but I did not realize how in common because I'm Filipino, right? I'm Filipino. That to me that was always a completely different culture. There's so many fucking similarities in our culture, especially when it comes to parents and shit. That I was like, oh god, I guess that's just all Asian families deal with stuff like this. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess that.
But then it goes to the whole like I guess it's just all families eventually when you do that shit.
Yeah, maybe. I grew up with white hippies, so.
That's fair. They didn't put the burden of like, hey, you need to do this and this and this.
Yeah, I kind of
set a bunch of expectations for you.
No.
Nice.
Sorry.
That explains a lot.
I know. In hindsight, I kind of wish they did a bit, but
just a little. Just be like, hey, you could have grounded me once.
They did
probably once.
They did once.
Well, how long were you grounded for?
A week. No,
What'd
they
you
did
do?
a couple of times.
What'd you do?
Once I was grounded because I threw rocks at somebody's bike.
Oh, well, don't... And someone's bike?
Yeah, like at the
Not
spokes.
at the person?
At the spokes.
But at the bike?
Yeah, at the bike.
Like a motorcycle? Or
yeah,
like
but it was mean. It was mean-spirited. It was with the intention of crashing their bike, so I deserved it.
Oh, while they were riding the bike.
Yeah, while they were riding the bike.
Yeah, you deserve to be grounded for that.
And then I was grounded, God, for months, because I was doing school from home in high school, and you just go into your computer room and you do your classes, and I just straight up did not do them for like a month straight. I was grounded for like I think the rest of the year that time, but other than that, no, I didn't. What, did you get grounded a lot, Joe?
No.
What's your point?
I got hit.
Oh no! It's worse.
But it would only happen when I was really young and never again. So it was like...
Is that better or worse? I don't know.
It means I learned my lesson early on, and I knew that there was a warning, right? There's always a warning. Where, I pushed my parents a little bit to, But for the most part, I was the eldest with 3 younger people in the house who I always had to, take care of and be responsible for, even though they did shit without without me knowing about, so I would get in trouble.
Yeah.
So it was always I don't have the luxury of being a bad kid.
Yeah. You just gotta get it right.
Yeah, I was... First off, I was the firstborn son. My grandpa, my Filipino grandpa, he actually... My nickname was King growing up. Because I was the firstborn son.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Also, probably didn't help with me being kind of cocky.
My nickname was
King.
Fluffy. Because my hair was fluffy.
Oh, that's nice.
My parents didn't call me that, though. They just called me Eric.
Good. And then it was what? I think I remember the few things that happened to me that I learned to finish food on a plate, even stuff I didn't like. Because the one time I didn't do it that I remember, I was strapped to the chair until I finished my plate.
What?
Yeah. And then, that wasn't my parents, though. That was my aunt. And then I remember I think I was just being a right asshole. Like, honestly, just a loud right asshole as a child. And my dad hit me very lightly, by the way, looking back. Very lightly with the belt on my butt once.
And that was enough.
That was enough. That was enough. And then whenever I started acting like too much of an asshole, like growing up, I would just see him reach for the belt, and then I'd be like, okay, no, I realize I'm being bad. Oh my God. Okay, I should stop.
That is a very different experience. Although I do, the food thing, because we do have a mutual friend who is Asian with Asian parents, and
I grew Asian up, Medivh, we call him.
I grew up at his house quite a bit, and that was a very different thing. The food had to be gone, man.
Yeah,
I was.
Did they give you leftovers? Did they give little containers of leftovers? Like, oh, here, take this.
I don't know if I ever took stuff from their house. No, I don't think so.
Gotcha.
But it was definitely like I had to finish my food there.
Yeah,
which was different for me because I did not have to. I feel like I grew up and my mom was always like, eat until you're full, and sometimes I'd be like, I'm full now, and then that was it. So that is also, I mean,
we don't waste food. We don't waste food.
Yeah,
that's a fucking sin, my dude.
I appreciate that because you know what?
There are people starving. Don't throw food away. Eat the fucking food or box it up and eat it later.
There are people starving, Joe.
No, yeah. So you should not. First off, it sucks that we live in a world where someone can just have too much food and someone has no food at all. Yeah. Like, that's the world we live in.
It's almost like we should distribute that equally. Like, everybody...
Nah. I don't mean that.
Damn it, I almost got you.
I don't mean that.
I almost got you on a socialist agenda.
Listen. Everybody should have the ability and the opportunity, right, to do that. Absolutely. And I don't think our country gives people that.
No.
So, like, I want you to know I'm firmly in the middle, and that I agree. And that I agree with, yes, that person deserves food.
And then we should seize the means of production.
No.
Damn it.
But, like...
Listen.
No, you seize the means of... Everyone should seize the means of production. No, everyone... Okay, no, hold on. Seize the means of production, but, like... Everybody who complains about that shit, stop fucking going to Walmart then. Like, you're not helping your own shit, dude. You can't be a bitch. You can't bitch about it.
That's a tough issue though, because some people can't not go to Walmart. It's the only thing they can reach. It's the only thing they can afford.
They can do cheap local stuff.
I don't know, man.
You ever go to a farmer's market? That shit doesn't cost anything.
But it's a matter of transportation. Sometimes you live close to the Walmart, and that's all you got. What's the biggest thing that you think that Kirby could swallow?
My dick. Next up. So, Nintendo had a mini direct recently, speaking of Kirby, and what they announced on the mini direct was Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. All the Mega Man Battle Network games are going to be on the Switch, and I fucking love me some Mega Man. Eric knows I love me some Mega Mans.
Yeah, you were just saying that you were redoing all the Mega Man X games, right?
Yeah, I'm playing the Mega Man X Legacy Collection to completion. I just did 1 through 4, like completed, like that first Mega Man Legacy Collection 1. 100%ed all the trophies, all the achievements, whatever you want to call them. Did it. Done.
Damn.
Boom. Yeah, and I'm realizing, because I stopped playing after X2. And then the other ones I didn't play because...
That is the best X-Men movie.
That's not Wolverine.
The other ones you didn't play because why?
Because I played other games. Also didn't have a Super Nintendo at the time.
Yeah, right.
So X3 was probably one of the hardest fucking Mega Man X games I've ever played. Just because some of the boss fights were ridiculous. The final boss fight was ultra fucking hard for no reason. And I'm like, God damn it, fuck you. And then I played Mega Man X4, and I'm like, wow, this got boring. Like, after the severe ramp from X1, X2, X3, X4 fell down so hard, I'm like, oh. I feel like all the skills I've learned, everything I've gained, made me too powerful for this game now. As I'm memeing over some fucking bosses and not even using their weaknesses. I'm not even using their weaknesses sometimes, just jumping around fucking shooting to make it harder for myself. Sometimes you just want to hit lemons and not use the abilities. And now I'm in Mega Man X5, And they started doing different gimmicks in all the Mega Man X games as they went on, because they had to, like, keep them fresh and new. Right now, X5 is about you have a certain amount of level visits before the bad ending happens.
Oh, so you have to do it in a certain amount of tries?
Yeah. And I'm like, that's neat. And then they grade your fucking level.
Oh, kind of like Sonic?
No, it's Capcom. It's just pure Capcom. Like, it started going... Like, I forgot it's a Capcom game until this game where I'm like, oh, you're rating how fast I did the level, how much damage I did, and then giving me a rank on it. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to get an S rank on some of these because some of them are just so brutal you need the abilities or armor upgrades to get shit through. So, fuck you. You make me want to get the S rank, but I also can't play them too much because then I'll get the bad ending. Piece of shit.
I recently have been replaying Resident Evil 4, and at the end of each chapter section, it gives you like your aim percentage, like how accurate.
Capcom.
I'm like, fuck, dude. Now I gotta pay attention to that too.
Capcom.
They do.
Capcom
does.
They rate you, and then later on they're gonna put like random combos in games if they can, depending on the game. Devil May Cry is nothing but strings of combos in order to get like a triple S rank in any level. Fucking Capcom, you know?
I've never played a Devil May Cry game. I should.
Oh, they are so different.
I know, but like I like Bayonetta.
No, yeah, so 1 and 2 and 3 are vastly different games than the 4 and 5 that came out.
Okay.
One, the camera kills you, because it's like early PlayStation 2, and they're like, hey, the camera's fixed right here, and you're moving around trying to do combos and awkward shit. And I'm like, oh boy. Very horror movie fixed camera angle style, like Silent Hill.
Right.
It gets a lot better in later games. I'm not saying the first few games are bad at all. It's just they're definitely the product of their time. And they're wild, dude. Do you know any about, like, when you see Devil May Cry, and you see like a picture of Dante, right?
Yeah.
When you look at him, what do you think?
I think that guy looks pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you think his personality is like?
I think he's probably a little bit like Cloud, where he's like, ugh, I can't be bothered with you.
Got you. In the opening sequence of Devil May Cry 2, he's shirtless ordering a pizza when a bunch of demons come in, and then he says, let's get excited, hits a jukebox, and then proceeds to fucking, like, bounce around these villains in a flashy way. He's badass. He's super flashy and, like, loud, and, like, devil may care, honestly. Yeah, he's not a serious character whatsoever.
Okay.
In one of his latest games, one of the weapons he gets is a hat.
What do you mean?
Because you unlock different weapons in the game. He gets a hat as a weapon. And they did an intro sequence for how the weapon is used. And you see him look at it, do this, flip it onto his head, a magical scarf grows, and then he does the Michael Jackson dance as the music plays. Yeah. He's not Cloud. I'm going to tell you right now.
Because, like, you know how, like, in Final Fantasy 7, even though Cloud doesn't say anything, you get the vibe that, like...
well, in the original games, he actually did say a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
He said he would say howdy, and he would, like... Yeah, no, he would say howdy. That shit's canon, motherfucker.
He would say howdy? What do you mean?
Like, the PlayStation 1 version of Cloud is not this dark, broody motherfucker that people associate him with. I mean, I don't know why they do this.
Well, because, I don't know, it's just, like, the way that people react to him in that game is, like, they're like, oh, okay, I guess Cloud's gonna fucking just be this way. And then you get the confirmation of that in the remake. Where he's just being a flippant douchebag the entire time.
But that's what I think the fans have made him, and not what the original game was.
Fair.
The original game had him literally dress up in a girl's outfit so he could go save Tifa.
I mean, he does that in the remake, too. They do that for a long time in the remake.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It's great. Yeah.
I love that game.
I'm excited. I need to play Retrograde.
Isn't that only on the PS5? Or
yeah, I think so. But it's Yuffie, and I want to play as Yuffie.
It's been years that I still have not seen a PS5 in a store.
Dude, I mean, are you actively looking? I don't know.
I was for a while. I had one in my cart once, and then I hesitated and thought, do I really need a PS5? And then it was gone.
Well, now you do. Now we need PS5s. You know? All the new games are coming out. God of War.
They've got some good exclusives, dude.
God of War. I want to play the Miles Morales Spider-Man game.
I played. It's on the PS4 too. I already beat it. Yeah.
But I want to play it on the new graphics.
I know. Yeah, with the
on
you
the
can see your reflection in the window and shit. I would love that.
Yeah, fucking A.
But the thing is, I thought, well, I want to play it, and when you get a PS5, then you can upgrade it.
They also announced the new Final Fantasy VII.
Like the sequel to the remake. I'm so psyched, dude. That game was excellent.
I just want to be Red 13. How dare you give him to me at the end and not let me play him? I know. You son of a bitch.
I thought that was weird.
Barrett was fun. Tifa was fun. Aerith was actually a fun play too. I want to be a dog with a tail on fire. I want to be a lion dog. I want to be a cat dog.
I thought, here we go, and then he just like opens doors for you. I was like, okay, I guess that's fun.
Shit.
But maybe this time. Maybe this time.
I mean, they have to. He's in the game at this point.
Yeah.
It'll be him and probably maybe Yuffie, maybe Kate Sith. That'd be fun. I want to play Kate Sith.
Kate Sith showed up for like a second.
Yeah, but how? No, in the game he was a fucking character.
I know, but I'm saying in the remake.
Well, yeah, but no, I'm saying like if they're doing it by disc.
Yeah.
I think Kate Sith shows up in disc too.
Right.
Which means I want to play as Kate Sith because that'll be a crazy thing to play as.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
He'd be like we're not gonna get Sid or fucking is it Dante? Not Dante. No, Vincent.
Yeah,
Vincent.
But
fuck.
With the combat system that they have in the remake as Kate Sith, that would be so crazy.
Imagine just throwing dice. Throwing dice at people.
I'm excited, but it's PS5, so we're out of time. Hocus Pocus 2 looks cool.
Hocus Pocus 2, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, the Sanderson sisters.
Did you record the video this week?
Are you looking for the stage? And I'm like, yeah, I recorded. We're at like 47 minutes. This is a long one. This is a long one. No one watched this.
I think
All right. Well. Thanks for don't choke. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I'm all like eliteed out today because it's Independence Day, and even though our country's kind of stupid right now,
yeah, I have no desire to.
I still want to celebrate the fact that we did at one point make a decision, followed through with it, and decided to give power to the people. We need to give power to the people.
Yeah.
Even if that means kind of like, pushing some boundaries and being loud about shit.
Yeah.
So push some, you guys hear me. I'm loud every fucking week.
I'm going to have a hot dog in defiance today. Oh, it's the 4th of July here in our world, but it's not anymore. Look at how sweaty I am.
Ew. God, we're not going to end with that. You fucking...
We'll see you next week for another PhazeCast and a Phase Point.
American Dream.
On next week's episode, how much dick can Kirby swallow? Next week's Phase Point. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Which
Bye,
Power
everybody.
Rangers?
Facebook Power Rangers? Diva Talks. Give me Diva Talks.
We're doing Power Rangers.
Diva Talks. Give me Diva Talks. Please.
All right, maybe.
Please give me Diva Talks.
Well,
you're gonna look at Diva Talks, and you're gonna want to give me Diva Talks.
Maybe.
Put Diva Talks on the screen. She's an instant smash too. We should end this episode. You should end this fast, because I'm gonna keep talking until you end this episode, motherfucker. Okay, he's not ending the episode. All right, guys. Let me tell you the top 10 facts about Diva Talks and why you should smash her. Here we go. Number 1, dad outfit. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. That doesn't awaken something in you in a child.